all things Halloween. This is hauntformer, and today we're not going to one, not two, but 3 Home Depot locations to check out their Halloween stuff. Let's get to it.
All right, we are back at the Home Depot. Let's see what they got. And I went in the cartway. That's nice. And we start off with the best thing at Home Depot. Scoob. No, in all seriousness, they actually do have quite a lot at this location. Tombstones, for starters. Wreaths, made of kind of like a tinsley garland. And flowers. And these yard stakes. And I think this is supposed to be the one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater, but he has 2 horns, so takes him out of the running. We got spiders, and as you can see, they don't quite have everything up yet here, but in my previous video, they had quite a bit more. They do have a lot of the little decor, including all of these dancing monsters that we saw last time, and the sandworm, and the talking raven. Take a look at this. Take a look at that. That's cool. Got the pumpkins again. Oogie Boogie, the 3-foot one. Aw, Jack, you're not looking. Oh, he is.
There's got to be a logical way to explain this Christmas thing.
Also, I really didn't point it out before, but they do have some pretty decent foggers here. A 400 watt and a 1000 watt. In addition, look at all of the spirit twins that they've got here. That is pretty cool. And the inflatables. Take a look. Another Scoob, more skeletons. That's sweet. And I just realized that I'm behind the banister, so I'm gonna try to look at these pretty swiftly. You have the spirit twins, who are probably not on, and the faceless scarecrow, although he does kind of have a face, and Jack, and Oogie, and the goblin, and the Dean the Deathologist. Like I said, you can really see these in my other video even better. Look at all those tombstones. And we can't forget the witch and the pink sauce. Nice. I wasn't really content with that other Home Depot location, so I've traveled to my local store to see if they have a little bit more. Spoiler alert, they do. We made it. Let's see. Yep. Halloween. One thing I'll say about going to stores late at night is, 1, you get that spookier vibe, and 2, look, there's no one here. I get to look at stuff in peace. It's beautiful. But here you have the big skeleton boy again. Again, look at how big he is compared to my hand. That's pretty wild. And you can also see all of the skeletons they have here. $30 for these skeletons, and $35 for these. And here's our friend Jack.
For my talents are renowned far and wide. When it comes to
and Oogie Boogie.
There's trouble close at hand.
You all know the song. Do I really have to play it? And here's the baby Oogie Boogie again. It's kind of funny to see them next to each other. And here you have the little pumpkin twins. I believe those are $90. And here is Goblin Thief again. Pretty popular character for this year, if I do say so myself. Can't really blame people. We haven't had a goblin in forever.
Step up and take a look. You will be the next that I will cook.
Pretty great. Look at all the smoldering pumpkins. The display here is quite nice. And here is another favorite, Dean the Deathologist.
I hope you don't mind my prying, but you're not from around here, are you? Please, tell us all how it is that you've ended up in our company. Why, it appears that your heart still beats. Oh dear, no offense intended, of course. I meant it in the highest regard, you understand.
And what's interesting about him is he actually has phrases that are like lines ripped right out of The Shining.
You know, there was a time that this establishment was only for the most esteemed of clientele. Now look at it. Half of these mugs can't pay their liquor tabs, and the other half it just pours straight out of their rib cages. But no matter. Looks like you're thirsty, so step on up to the bar if you dare. It'll only cost you your soul to close your tab.
For 150, he's actually really good. Now, that was not the phrase. I'm going to try one more and hope it's a Shining phrase.
So, how are things, if you don't mind my saying?
Yep.
You seem distracted. Please, relax and leave those unpleasant thoughts at the door. I assure you, soon, you won't have a single care left.
Oh, he's looking at me.
At least,
That's creepy.
not in the world.
She loves me. She loves me not.
This guy is pretty ginormous.
You're gonna rot.
And there you can see the coffin or the casket. I really hope this Reaper will work. Oh, he's working. Oh, I can't get a good clip of it. There we go.
Your tears will be of no solace to you in the hot infernos of the underworld.
He is awesome. I wish he was a little, lower so I could actually get a better clip of him, but there you have it. Little guys, and then also the pathway markers. Pumpkin pathway markers, but we've seen those before. The skeleton ones, and I really like these werewolf ones. And in addition, I also quite like these zombie ones. I think you only get 2 in a pack, but they're cool, and they're also posable, which is sweet. We also have, of course, a lot of those LED lights. And the whirl lights, those are Hocus Pocus, which, after recording of this, I just watched the movie for the first time. Can you believe that? That's nuts. It was a fun movie. Nightmare Before Christmas, obviously I've seen that since I was a kid. And a pumpkin, and just kind of the fire blaze assortment, variety, whatever you want to call it. And we also have all of these pumpkins, yet again, and the dying residents of the 100 Acre Woods. I don't know why they're hanging off the thing like that, but that is kind of creepy. And if we turn right here, we have some of my favorite things in the collection, the tombstones, because I don't know why, but Home Depot is killing it, if you don't mind my saying. Anyways, Mr. Torrance, for these tombstones, I absolutely love this one. This might be the best tombstone I've ever seen, this angel. It's so creepy, it's so well detailed, it looks real, so that is awesome. They do have some other tombstones that aren't quite as good, but nevertheless still cool. I also want to point out the fog stuff, because it's not maybe the most fun, but it's very valuable. These fog tubes really come in handy, as do the fog timers, and as does the fog liquid. Yes, it's quite important. In addition to, of course, those foggers. And still no sign of any of the 12-foot monsters, but we do have the spirit twins again. And it's weird because only one of them seems to be working, but they both do the same thing, so just imagine it twofold. And the wizard. The wizard. And I also didn't point this out last time, but the staff, it glows in addition to the wizard's eyes. And this. And we have the witch.
You'll never know what surprises I have in store for you.
Who are you talking to? You're not looking at me. Make eye contact. Thank you. No, this thing actually lights up. I didn't notice that before, but if I was doing a witch theme for 90 bucks, I think that is well worth it. That is a really cool display, and it even has the fire logs and the utensils in addition to the cauldron. And since there's no 12-foot guys out yet, I will highlight these really cool little display pieces that are high up. They're definitely taller than 12 feet in the air, but I thought I would shout them out. Also, before I leave this Home Depot, I should really try him out because I didn't do it for some reason. I think I was trying to avoid Jack and his song again.
There are creatures hiding in the fields. Time to run. I hear
His face isn't lighting up. Oh, never mind. And it is fully burlap on the face. $130. If you like scarecrows, you could do a lot worse. He's pretty cool. Alright, and here we are at Home Depot. See their final display, I guess, of Halloween. This is nuts. Let's get over here and get a better look at some of these things. First, we kind of saw these before. Here's the big one. Oh! Hey. He jump scared me. There's the werewolf. This giant werewolf. It's like 9 feet tall or something insane. Or 10 feet. I don't exactly remember. Oogie Boogie. And Jack is behind him. I don't know if Jack, he's got a button hanging off of him. This is the second story where the Jack, its mouth doesn't move. There's the scarecrow again. This is insane. Oh, look at that thing. 15 feet in the air. That is crazy. Look at all the lights hanging off of that guy. That is really cool. That's pretty neat. The only thing I'm not a crazy fan of are the color changing lights, but it's fine. And then here's this giant witch that I said is one of my favorites from Home Depot this year. Because she, oh, there she goes.
They said the potion would make me stand head and shoulders above the rest of the witches.
That is crazy. $300 for that witch. But look at, here's where I go up to on the board. That just shows you how large this thing is. And the floating feature is actually really quite cool. That base is enormous, but that's to hold up the weight and to do that effect. And then in the same sphere of witches, we also have here the cauldron bubbling and this ever so cool angel tombstone, which is sweet, who is super cool too. He's technically not as tall, I should say, because he's standing on a platform, but make no mistake, he is giant. He is giant. And here we have Teary the clown.
She loves me, she loves me not. I love me, you're gonna rot.
And we also have Dean the Deathologist, who is perhaps
You know,
grown
there
on
was
me
a time
more
that
than any
this
of the others.
establishment was only for the most esteemed clientele. Now, half of these mugs
He's
can't
just
pay
very
their
fun.
liquor tax, and the other half they just pour straight out of their ribcage.
And then here's the goblin.
But no matter. Looks like you're thirsty. So step on up to the bar if
You will be the next I could
it'll only cost you your soul.
Oh, you didn't scare me. And here is this giant werewolf. That werewolf is actually super cool. Look at that. That is fantastic. Pretty hefty price, but for those who are willing to pay it, I think you're getting a really cool animatronic. Here's where I go up to him. I'm 6 foot, keep in mind, so he's huge.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more spooky goodness all spooky season long. Remember, for all things Halloween, this is Hauntformer.